Now, it is known that I do enjoy Squad a lot. I've been also one of the original Kickstarter pledges. But with that, Squad V14 is almost upon us, and this panda got an inside sneak peek on what this update has to offer. Not only quality of life updates, some new additions, new content including new weapons and new vehicles, but we're also getting a new map to play on called Skorpo. Alright, first off of this update, the new main battle tank for the British faction, the Challenger 2 tank. Now, do know, this tank is actually a 4-seater tank, including the driver, the main gunner, also the commander, and the top gunner for the LMG up there. This tank also boasts a couple of features that are very unique to it, which we'll see here on the range. Alright, we're right here on the range right now. You get 3 different variety of shells to use, including Sable, High Explosive, and the Smoke shells. These smoke rounds, you have 3 of them in total for the Challenger 2 tank, and they're really great and excellent by throwing smoke in the enemy faces, which will help obscure your movements or your allies to either push an enemy position or retreat when things get hairy. Again, you do get 3 rounds worth, and the spread of these rounds is actually pretty decent, especially if you concentrate it in one area. With that though, you also get the top gunner for the 4th seat, and you do get a decent amount of ammo, so start using it to help cover your allies or your own tank's position from enemy infantry. So right now we have the BMP-1, which is also the newest addition in Squad. This vehicle can be used by militia and the insurgents. It has 3 crew members and also can hold up to 8 passengers plus 4 riding on top. Now this weapon does use a 73mm smoothbore cannon, which can use both fragmentation and explosive anti-tank rounds, but also has a wire-guided missile that you can use to attack other vehicles and has pretty good range on it. With that, this is definitely something that helps add to the militia and the insurgent forces to give them a better edge and more protection for their infantry. The T-62 also got an update where it now has a 4th slot for the crew that you can man the Dishka HMG turret on there. Do know that it is shielded because your body will be exposed, so be careful when you're manning the HMG. Now, the M4 did receive an overhaul to improve its visuals. Now, do know that it does have a PEQ-15 laser module, but sadly, it's non-functioning. For the US faction, the heavy anti-tank roll weapon has now been replaced. Goodbye AT-4 and hello the M3 Moz Carl Gustav. Now, the Carl Gustav does have an optic mounted system on it and can fire different varieties of ammunition, including high explosive anti-tank rounds, heavy tandem heat rounds, and lastly smoke rounds as well. Now, it's kind of interesting to see that this weapon, you can use smoke rounds with it, and again, you can hit an enemy position to obscure their sight to give your team a chance to move in or to back up and away if it gets too hot. Again, the AT-4, you will be missed, but hello, Carl Gustav. Now, another cool thing that V14 brings up is the ability to call out for a medic when you go down. Every time you go down, you can actually hit a button that says call medic, and your character will actually say a voice line to try to help get the medic's attention a lot better. This will help out with those who are playing with the medic roles to be notified more that, hey, you need to revive some teammates that are down if you're having a hard time trying to look at them, or remind you that you're playing the medic. With V14 comes out a new map called Skorpo. In this map, you'll be fighting on the western part of Norway in a coastal area, so included are small coastal towns and villages, narrow roads, but also mountainous terrain as well. So these mountains actually provided some excellent cover for down below, and also perfect place for marksmen to set up shop and report in important intel, including enemy positions. With that though, with the varied landscape and forests you'll be trekking through, there are ways to get around this map. Though it may seem linear, you can still find a way to outflank the enemy and hit him where it hurts. This map does support AAS, RAAS, Invasion Skirmish, and the brand new Territory Control mode. Now, in Territory Control mode, 2 teams do get out to capture hex tiles all across the map. Now, the map does have a fog of war mechanic, so both teams won't know where the other team's positions are until they capture enough tiles to meet a border. With that, the team that controls majority of the map longest will win the round by bleeding the enemy tickets, or, if they capture the most, win the round automatically. With that though, to neutralize a hex will only need 1 player, and to capture one will require 3 players. You can also cut off hex tiles completely, leaving an enemy to be completely surrounded and cut off from their main force. If the round times out, then the team with the most tickets remaining will be awarded the victory. Other things to note with this update will be the ragdoll body system has been updated, so the annoying issue of spawning into a different area of the building that you died, including the rooftop outside the building or other than that, has been fixed. So when you go down, you will be revived right then and there in that area. With that though, other things to note is short introduction animations with voiceovers about joining a team. There's also have been a radio command menu which allow players to give out simple call-out orders. Also, there has been a progress bar for building deployables and repairing vehicles as well, which will help out a lot. There's also the key things that will highlight up in the seats to show you what available things you can do and more. Also, there's been a variety of bug fixes. There has been up-to-dates with the maps that have already been out, and there was also known issues as well, but one of the issues for vehicles getting stuck in certain situations should hopefully be fixed right now. Other than that, the patch as well as the official patch notes will be coming out in the near future, and I cannot wait for it when it goes live so all of us can play. With that though, I am also extremely humble and thankful for Off-World Industries for allowing me to be a partner in the Creative Partner Program. With that, I had tons of fun checking out the map and also the additions to the new update with the other content creators out there, and of course, I cannot wait to see you guys in the battlefield in Squad V14.